You know who had a really good game? Izzy Rodriguez. Unbelievable game. Defensively, she was always in the right position. It was just kind of a tragedy that she got cramps in the 70th minute and had to come out.
She's everywhere, man. She's so good in defense. She's so good in the attack. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We've talked about Izzy all year long. We're such big fans. And
thanks for listening to KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank. If you're thinking about starting a business or know someone who is, check out Emprise Bank's SBA loans. It's always good to know your options, and they can be your partner in possible.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another victory pod of Currently on No Other Pod, part of KCSN. It's me, Daniel Kooser, here with Christopher Wright, here to talk about another victory. Chris, what's up, dude?
A great victory, and the Chiefs won and the Royals won. It's a pretty cool weekend for Kansas City sports.
Pretty crazy. Saturday was rough. That Royals game Saturday was it got me sad. And KU got me sad. And Alabama got me sad. And I was like, okay, come on, KC Current, pick me up. And boy, did they.
I don't think you're going to get a lot of sympathy for Alabama here around these parts, but
I don't.
Yeah.
But what a time. Playoff baseball is unlike anything else. I will not watch many games throughout the season. Fair. It's a long freaking season. It's a lot of freaking games. Some people are all about it, man. Retirees sitting at home every afternoon, putting 3 hours in to watch a game. That ain't me. But when playoffs hit, boy, if I don't break out the ball cap and my jersey, my Alcides Escobar jersey, and I'm all about it, man. It's a hell of a time.
When Royals baseball, playoff baseball comes about, I start checking the scores often. I'm checking the news more and more, which I typically don't throughout the season. So
sure. I ain't even checking, bro. I'm watching. Last night, I was like this, and then Chiefs were over here. KC Royals were over here. Chiefs are over here. It was insane.
If you want a new stadium, you win. That's the bottom line. Mm-hmm. People don't want to pay for a losing team. So,
good point.
Or a team that doesn't put forth effort, I guess. But hey, man, they're 1-1, right, with the Yankees in the 1-1.
They have the chance to finish this thing at home now, man. It's insane. I'm crazy about it. I'm getting 2015 vibes. I'm feeling pretty good. Bobby Witt and Vinny Pasquantino has not yet to do any good hits. So I'm like, that's coming. That's coming. Y'all just wait.
Do you feel like it's trending towards the Royals a little bit, like the momentum for the series?
If you're a casual fan, you probably hate the Yankees, unless you're Jimmy Mack, who grew up loving the Yankees. And I'm like, Jimmy, you are from L.A. and you don't like any L.A. teams. He's a Packers fan and a Yankees fan. How does that work?
Packers fan, Yankees fan, Trojan, obviously.
That's where it was. Sure.
Yeah. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I kind of get it a little bit. However, in the 90s, the Cowboys were on TV. That's how I grew to like them.
Listen to you.
But that's it.
Adding your reasons.
But that is it. That's the only team I like that's non-Kansas. So I kind of get it, but good for the Royals, man. Good for the city.
You guys like some hated teams. Me too. I'm an Alabama fan. And what is with that? All three of us have our little guilty pleasures where we got to take some shit from people every now and then.
Well, I saw somebody posted a study, and I don't know how true this is, or maybe it's BS, but the two most hated teams right now are the Cowboys is the most hated team, and then the Chiefs. Probably because of all the success.
Yeah.
And a lot of people obviously poke fun at the calls that the Chiefs get, or.
Well, that's the Taylor Swift effect. I'm here for the Taylor Swift wardrobe every game. It's like, what's she wearing? It feels like the Met, like a freaking fashion show. Who's wearing what?
So when they show Taylor Swift on camera, you're like, Marissa, come over, and then you.
Oh, she's all in it, dude. She's like the biggest football fan simply because Taylor's there. It's like, oh, glitter freckles tonight. Look out.
What?
She had glitter freckles, dog.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Did you even watch the damn game?
I did.
I did. But they show Taylor Swift, and you're like, bathroom break.
I look right back down at my phone.
Oh my God, that the old That's what people used to do back in the day on women's wrestling matches. Oh, the women are wrestling? Guess I'll go get a beer. It's not that way today, thank goodness, because they're freaking athletes. But pretty sad deal, huh?
I mean, women's wrestling and women's sports in general, right? More people are tuning in and giving them their due credit. So
put respect on it, dude. I want, what are those shirts people wear that says like, we watch women's sports or something? What, do you know the verbiage that I'm talking about?
Like everybody watches women's sports or something.
Everybody?
Like that. I think
I'd like to get me one of those. We need to look into that.
Yeah, I think
Hell
so too.
time.
If you get one, count me in.
Okay. Dude, we got some news today. We got some things to talk about. KC Current got the damn thing done. I kind of want to start with, things we missed last week after we recorded, some things that hit. CPKC Stadium is going to host multiple NCAA soccer championships. Will be the host site for the 2025 D1 Women's College Cup and the 2026 D2 Women's and Men's Championships. And aren't they hosting this year? Which one are they hosting this year? Aren't they hosting a soccer champion or Division I College Cup or some shit?
I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at that. Wasn't ready.
Oh, it's the Big 12. It's the Big 12.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nick. Hey, look at that.
Good Lord.
But I think, the passes are relatively cheap. The games, I don't know if the times are too favorable to be going up there, but it crossed my mind. I was like, damn, I could go watch some college tournament soccer. That sounds fun as hell.
Think the prices are that expensive?
No.
So
have you considered it at all?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I go to KU women's soccer games here in Lawrence, so
yeah,
to go up there for the tournament would be fun. And then, and one of my favorite things about what the ownership is doing with the stadium is giving you the opportunity to do things you would have never otherwise done, right?
Yeah,
and that's exactly what they're going to do next year.
It's going to bring in Kansas City soccer fans to like a whole new world of competitive soccer. Like all these fans are not watching college soccer or seeking it out. So to know that it's right here in your backyard, you can go check it out, man. I'm interested. We might need to have a conversation.
Send me a text. We'll
I'll send you an email. How about that? Okay. So you got it right there. Dude, September Player of the Month. Give you 3 guesses. You only need 1 guess. It's Chawinga, dude. She just keeps scoring. I hear she's just got one more team to score on to like complete
San Diego Waves. Then she will have defeated all the teams in one season.
That's insane. No one's ever done that, right?
No, absolutely not. That's madness. That should not be a conversation that we should be having, but we are because she's that damn good. Dude, we should not be talking about this, but we are. It's crazy.
Right. We had 5 games in September. She scored in 4 of those. I mean, that is what a striker should do. Strikers score, dude. Shooters shoot. I mean, she's the Stephen Curry over here, man, just getting it done, doing her job. And boy, are we appreciative because we're witnessing something very fun.
It's historic. At the end of the day, it's absolutely historic. And I know sometimes we tend to focus on other things, as you do throughout the course of a season, but cannot lose focus on what Tem was done. 18 goals, tied the record with Sam Kerr. She has 3 chances to.
Oh, we didn't even get this. She was Player of the Month after 17 goals. You know what I mean? So she just got 18 this past weekend, and I couldn't be more thrilled for her.
And she's 5 ahead of Barbara Banda. So, I mean, what was going to look like be very close down to the line, she's clearly gained some distance there.
It was quite the race for a minute. And then Barbara Banda was like, I can't keep up. I can't do this. But guess what? Barbara Banda's on a pretty unstoppable team right now. Orlando locked up the Shield this past weekend. And, good for them. What a squad they have going, man. And they've just solidified that top seed in the playoffs, and they're scary.
Very scary.
Not only landing Player of the Month, though. Chawinga was also on the September Best 11. Makes sense. I would think the Player of the Month should be on the Best 11. Right. But so was Labonta, dude. It's the 4th consecutive award for Labonta. She's been on the Best 11s 4 times in a row? That's crazy.
And it's sneaky. It's sneaky. I mean, Chawinga takes all the credit, or takes a lot of the credit, rather. Dabinia. Cooper is getting a lot of the recognition, DiBernardo, but I mean, Lowe is doing all the things that just doesn't get the credit she deserves. And I'm glad this is giving her that credit. So,
and LeBlanc is our captain, dude, and there's nothing better than seeing your captain get recognition like this. It is just
she's not asking for it either. She's not asking for the recognition. She's okay not getting it as long as we win.
And she's getting a crucial goal every now and then. She's providing a crucial assist every now and then. But the thing is, watch Lowe in games run so hard at the person who has the ball. So hard and like low to the ground. It's like scary. Like it's like if a little dog comes up to you, oh shit, and then takes your ball from you.
And then just turns around and runs off. And then,
takes your toy and goes home. Like she's very scary to have coming at you hard because she's quick, man. And she's having a career year. I don't know. She's one of my favorites on the team. It's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
So, dude, we're going to talk about all this game real quick, but we're going to take our break, and we'll be right back to do all that. So hang right there.
Looking for tickets for your next event? Tickets for Less is your number one source. Save big on every purchase when you use promo code KCSN at ticketsforless.com. I love a great deal just as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to crawl through a bed of hot coals to try to save a few bucks. Saving money should be easy with no hoops and no BS. So when Mint Mobile said it was easy to get wireless plans for just $15 a month with the purchase of a 3-month plan, I called them on it. And it turns out it really is that easy to get wireless plans for $15 a month. The longest part of the process? Telling my old provider that I was ditching them. To get started, just go to mintmobile.com/KCSNNOP for $15 a month, unlimited plans for all 3-month plans. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And if you're worried about your phone number and your contacts, don't worry. With Mint Mobile, you can bring those over, your phone number and all your existing contacts. So find out how easy it is to switch to Mint Mobile and get 3 months of premium wireless service for just $15 a month. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/KCSNNOP. That's mintmobile.com/KCSNNOP. Cut your wireless bills to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/KCSNNOP. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
We back. And I got to tell you, I usually don't get this animated about playoff baseball, man, because the Royals are never really a conversation topic. And I want to talk about it all the time now. I want to just talk to people. Hey, talk to me about baseball. And they're like, oh, you watch baseball? I'm like, not really. But I do now. It's it has to be said. I respect people that do watch year round and go to the games that are very lowly attended. Those are the real ones, dude, that are getting rewarded for playoff baseball. Not a lot of teams make the playoffs. This isn't MLS where like 7/8 of the teams make the damn thing. So it's very special, and we need to appreciate it. Watch a little baseball. And my wife, she can't watch it. I'm just like, come on, you need to get with this thing. I'm sorry, Taylor's not at the Royals game.
And when they were doing well, when they won the World Series or in the playoffs, I never took credit for being a Royals fan because I feel like that was disrespectful to the people who watched all the games, who went to the games, who bought merchandise, who truly gave the team their all. And then I just waltz in and claim to be a fan.
They'll take you. They'll accept anyone on the wagon, man.
It's an open wagon. Maybe I should.
All are welcome.
Join.
100%. I mean, you may only have 2 more chances to watch. You have at least 2 more. So
yeah.
Man, it's just an exciting time. I'm really enjoying the Casey Current socials. I mean, they've always been pretty great, right? They're always coming pretty strong. There's a graphic they keep putting out there that's pretty great, saying it's nice to live in Kansas City. and it's got like water everywhere for KC Current. There's like a scarf around a dolphin. There's like TK and TS for Travis and Taylor. There's some Chiefs jerseys in there. There's like oh my God, there's like beer. There's like goggles and 2 beer bottles on a dolphin or some shit for the Royals. What a time! I'm always interacting and enjoying their content.
Yeah, especially when the city does well in sports, man. It seems like everybody's on board.
Yep. So KC Current goes to Louisville, Lynn Family Stadium, and Louisville was riding a 2-match home winning streak here. So it's like, yeah, they're probably feeling pretty good at home. They shouldn't, because they had like 9 fans out there. Like that, it really sucks to play in a stadium that has so many empty seats, but makes me want to travel and be like, I guess it's open seating.
Did you buy the GA and sit up front?
Yeah, there were a few KC Current people out there, man, awesome. Celebrating. It's, you don't see many women's soccer fans travel that well, and the ones that do have to be appreciated.
Absolutely.
That's kind of on my bucket list for, next year to travel more, to see more like NWSL games. But this was, we have not beat Louisville for like 6 games, right? Didn't we? We played them earlier this year, and it was like 3-3, wasn't it?
Yeah, the game was 2-2, and then Gabby Robinson scored that goal. Crowd went ape shit. She scored it in like, I don't know, I can't remember what it was, late 91st, maybe before 90. So we thought we had the win. And then fucking Savannah DeMello just knifed up our whole team and just put it down past Franch. And
it's like, I heard the announcers say this at one point. We were still trying to like fix our defense. We had problems back then. It feels like another time. But dude, since Alana Cook and Kayla Sharples and Alma Schultz came in, it's been pretty solid.
It's a different
defensively.
It's a different team.
100%. We're getting shutouts, dude. We're holding people to 1 goal. I mean, we're not letting in 3-4 goals anymore like we were at the beginning of the season.
Well, one thing to me that stands out is we're not giving our opponent an easy look at a goal, right? We're not giving them the same type of looks that they had prior. Like this defense and this midfield is preventing, our opponent from getting easy looks or good looks. We're just not giving up what we were earlier in the year.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Which has got to probably be frustrating for Franch when she's seeing like this really good defense but
yeah, when she didn't really get that kind of defense in front of her, but also Schultz holding her own, dude. Yeah, like she's making some really good saves, being in the right place, not really looking frazzled. I mean, there was a header in this game, like right on goal. It was an excellent little flick of a header, and she didn't freak out, just catches it. And I was like, dude, I would have baffled it or something, bobbled it, and then
I would have spazzed out like which way's it going, and then just done something stupid. But no, she's calm, she's collected.
I would have like punched it.
Is that something like unnecessarily aggressive for no reason?
Unnecessary, just like a goalkeeper that heads the ball out because they're outside their box. It's so awkward. Dude, this game got pretty interesting real fast. Yeah, if you were late to your seat, you were maybe getting a snack, a drink, whatever, you might have missed this first goal. Because it was, about a minute and a half in, dude, Davinia gets the ball, the little takeaway. By the way, we were getting takeaways all night. I mean, Davinia was on him, Labonta was on him. We were pressuring Michelle Cooper, and we turned them over right and left. It was awesome to see our pressure on them. And Davinia to Chawinga happens more often than you think.
Like I've heard that before.
Unbelievable. She slides it to the left. Chawinga's onside. You don't really know what's going to happen because the goalkeeper has the angle. Like, it's fine. Maybe she should have came out a little bit and, like, stuffed that shot. But, like, there's no way Chawinga's going to score from this angle. And she, like, slides it in the, like, ball-size opening that's there. And I was shook. I was like, did that just happen already? Like, how did that go in? How was that not a kick save from the keeper? So right then and there, man, 2 minutes in, Chawinga ties the goal scoring record, and there's a whole game ahead of her. She could break the damn thing.
Well, I thought she was going far post, like in my head.
So did I.
And she just did that little tuck right inside. Oh, what a crafty move. What a crafty move from her.
It's bananas. I just watching it over again, man. Oh, dude, you know who had a really good game? Izzy Rodriguez. Unbelievable game. Defensively, she was always in the right position. It was just kind of a tragedy that she got cramps in the 70th minute and had to come out.
She's everywhere, man. She's so good in defense. She's so good in the attack. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We've talked about Izzy all year long. We're such big fans, and I think and it's a luxury to have Mace, Izzy, and Ellie Wheeler. Right? It's a luxury to have all of them on the team and to be able to move them around. I mean, you could put Mace in the midfielder up top. She's done it before. They've obviously put Ellie, in the midfield or kind of on that right wing. There's just so much flexibility there, but man, I don't know how you take Izzy off the field. I don't know.
I don't either, man. That was the second fastest regular season goal, by the way, for Chawinga or for the team. I believe the fastest was Michelle Cooper. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. It's pretty.
I think that was the fastest in the league too. I think that was the fastest in league history.
It was right off the kickoff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was within a minute, I think, something like that.
Man, Chawinga had another chance 2 minutes later. I was like, Jesus, it's going to be that kind of night. It's not even 4 minutes into this game, and we've had two clear-cut opportunities and converted one of them in 4 minutes of this game. It's insane.
She hit the post too.
Yeah,
one of them just went right off the bar.
Dude, it was. We just kept having chances. Bia gets one, takes a shot from outside. Not a lot of zip on it. Kind of pretty easy for the keeper to stop there. Bia had a great game too, man. It was nice seeing her get a good 70 minutes or whatever it was. Yeah, we had talked about her getting more time coming back from injury, and to start this game and go that long was pretty awesome.
To be honest, I was a little surprised, and you called this one. I didn't know if she would start, and she did. And I'm very happy, but with her on the field, our team is night and day difference. With her off, it's just punt to Chawinga. Hope she can make something happen. But with Bia, the attack is coming from everywhere. Cooper is more involved. Dabini is more involved. Di Bernardo, Chawinga. It's just much more of a team attack as opposed to just chuck it up to Chawinga and hoping for the best.
Oh yeah, dude. Bia is just that creative, mindset of things. But Chawinga, that shot you were talking about that hit the post, dude. You got Louisville player, Wright, tracking back, and she tries to slide. It just kind of looks like she just falls down. Chawinga just takes that ball, and man, would it have been cool to break that freaking record right then and there.
Yep. Just
right out the gate. She ain't done. Do you think she's going to break this record, yeah?
I mean, it's statistically, I think it's incredibly likely.
It's likely
that she breaks that record.
Especially because you have one home game left.
Yep.
And that's against San Diego.
Yep. We got 3 total games, right? 3 games remaining. I anticipate them trying to feed her to get that.
Yeah. You kind of want her to get... wait, hold on. That's been the whole year. You just made they're going to feed her.
Yeah.
You got to let the big dog eat.
And what I like about how this game started, not only getting a goal, right, but I think we are the best when we are, this is cliche, but when we're ahead, not just because we're winning, but because we counter so incredibly well, right? When we get the lead, they have to open up. They have to push people forward. They have to spread out. And when you do that, you got Chawinga who has more room to do damage. So if we can, get a lead early, we're just putting their team in a bad spot and giving Chawinga, more opportunities to do what she does.
Oh, agreed. You get up early, you make them chase the game a little bit, and now you hit them on the counter. And that's all we did was hit them on the counter, man. And you in this highlight package, you just continue to see Izzy Rodriguez doing the right things. You see Bia getting in good positions. Michelle Cooper trying to drive those hard crosses in. Nothing really came out of that, but the first half, dude, apart from our goal and a few chances for us, Louisville just had that one chance, which was that header right into Schultz's arms. And then I got kind of bored. I that's fine. The team let the game settle down.
Right.
Don't overextend. But it's only 1-0 going into the half, and I'm like, damn, dude, Louisville's sticking around. Like, they're still very much in this game.
They can make something happen.
I was nervous. DeMello can do some shit. I mean, it was this game was not in the bag at any point in this game. However, it felt like we controlled the damn thing.
Yeah, we did. And it felt like it could be one of those games where we controlled it. Clearly the better team. We should come away with 3 points. But you never know if there's going to be a weird bounce or maybe a weird deflection that turns into a handball. You just never know. You're always afraid of that sort of thing. So, like you said, as this game was going on, we had a couple subs. Izzy going out in the 62nd for Ellie. Prince coming in for Cooper in the 63rd. Claire Hutton coming in for Dabinia, right? Giving her a break, but also getting a little more of a defensive kind of mindset there. And then, Ball coming in for Bia in the 72nd. But yeah, it just kind of really felt like we brought out some of our attacking options. And if they just are somehow able to pull one back, we're going to be chasing those 3 points. That's kind of how it felt to me watching all of it transpire.
No, 100%. We had a fun little moment here in the 67th. Louisville defender just like kicks the ball directly to Dabinia. Like it's like her foot hit the ground before the ball. And so it just was a little slow roller to Dabinia, and Dabinia just goes, "Thank you." And the defender's like, "Shit." And Dabinia slides it out to Prince, and Michelle just puts the most beautiful cross right onto Bia's head.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh my God, I know Bia wants that one back because she really tries to get it down on goal, and it goes right over the bar, dude. I bet she wants that back. It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because that was it. She converts that. I mean, to have an open header like that, I don't want to say open. There were 2 defenders around her.
It's not easy, but for her, like she, just putting that down a little bit more. And
it's a good showing from Prince to show that she is capable of that. I mean, she's capable of being a really good player that we haven't really gotten to see all that much. So that was cool.
Think about the depth, though, right? Wheeler comes in, Prince comes in, Elizabeth Ball comes in, Claire Hutton. That depth is absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, there's no other way to put it. It's nobody should be that deep as a team. And we didn't do it through like getting, U.S. women's national team veterans, right? We didn't do it the way that Gotham did.
Right.
This team was, built fairly organically.
It was built differently for sure. 83rd minute, Chawinga has a laser, just misses wide. I'm like, that's going in, and I don't even know how it missed. I was like, my depth perception is so screwed right now. That was a weird one. But come the 84th again, man, she dribbles into the box again, little stutter steps, kind of takes a bit, and it gets blocked. I'm like, she is so hungry in the 84th freaking minute. And I'm like, something's got to happen here. Something's coming. Because she's had a couple chances back. They're getting a little relaxed in their defense, and we're going. 86th minute. Free kick. Vanessa DiBernardo has already had a couple free kicks. Not in a scoring position. She's always had to lob them in for like a header or something.
Right.
But this one, this is right outside the box. And she just takes it. And she calls game. She calls game, bro. And she turns around. She's the happiest woman I've ever seen in my life. I see everyone gathers around her, and she's smiling, the biggest freaking smile I've ever seen, and I'm smiling with her.
I could win the lottery, and I don't think I would look as happy as her when she scores a goal. It was kind of a weird knuckleball type of deal too. Like it didn't look like a curving laser. It was weird, but incredibly effective. That just shows you again what this team can do. And she was itching to get into the attack. She was itching to get in there.
It's been a minute since she's had a goal. It's been a minute.
It was absolutely diabolical, that strike.
I was, man, and what a gut punch to Louisville. I also saw something like they never made the playoffs. Is that right? Okay.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm going to just throw that out there. But they were saying on the broadcast, like, they haven't even won, like, 6 games in a season. Is that true?
That sounds wild. It very well could be. That sounds insane.
Dude, that's our first direct free kick goal of this season. Did you know that?
I did not.
We haven't had any other free kick goals.
Okay.
It's weird to say. We're now unbeaten in our last 5. I mean, we're inching closer to this top 4 finish, which is what you want, because that gives you at least one home game. You'd love to get that second place, because that's going to give you home field throughout the playoffs since the championships in KC. That's what you're going for. And if you want to root against people, you want to get real negative with me, let's root against Gotham and Washington, because it's crazy, man. How like what 2nd to 4th is just so crowded like that.
Yeah, it'd be much more enjoyable if we weren't the ones on the bottom trying to catch up. But I mean, as a neutral watching, 1 through 4, well, 2 through 4 rather. Orlando wrapped up the Shield. But this is so tight. And on top of that, you take a look at Gotham. Gotham plays Orlando next, by the way.
Right, so you would expect a loss for them.
You hope. Maybe with winning the Shield, they maybe take their foot off the brake, but they want to keep that streak going. Nobody's ever been undefeated. Nobody's ever, went through the season and won the championship by not losing a game. So there's not many records that could ever break that. So I imagine Orlando's motivated. Gotham's trying to, lock up home field. And then, Washington, they lost to Orlando, and then Andy Sullivan went out. So one of their top players for the Spirit went out. She got stretchered off. I'm not sure on the extent of her injury. But between Troy Bethune, Andy Sullivan, being out for the foreseeable future, and then with I'm not sure if Trinity Rodman played. I'll check on that here, but she's dealing with some back issues. They are a banged up team. Washington is. It's going to be tough for them to finish strong. So it could happen.
We just got to keep winning. We got to keep doing our job, because if we sidestep here, if we take a little misstep, done deal. I think we will miss out on that second spot. We just got to keep going. And I mean, it starts at Bay FC this weekend, who's been a team that's kind of been mediocre, but mediocre is enough to have them in that 8th spot to be in the playoffs in their first year of existence. We got some friends over there, don't we? We got Loera, and we got Silkowitz.
Yep.
So they did just get murdered by Gotham. Gotham took no prisoners. It was like a 1-1 game for a minute.
Yeah, I was watching it, and I was like, please, hold up, Bay, please win. And that did not happen. That escalated quickly.
I thought that was cool. I was like, okay, I mean, Orlando's going to beat Washington on Sunday. Like, that's probably going to happen. But here, I mean, Gotham could lose too. And no, 5-1. They beat the shit out of them.
But like Bay, prior to that game, right, the 4 games prior, it was 1-0 for their previous 4 games, whether they won. I'm sorry. It was a one goal game for the previous 4. So they beat Racing by a goal, tied North Carolina, lost to Orlando, beat the Reign, but all within 1 goal. So they are used to playing close games.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping that tradition would continue on this one and maybe get a draw or a win. But like you said, Gotham just opened the floodgates and did not stop.
This is the time of year where it gets fun. It gets real fun. I mean, soccer's fun in general, but when you start seeing the playoff standings, like I love those animations, those graphics that people make that shows standings like throughout the year and teams like pass over each other. Yeah. I like watching that, and I'm like, ooh, look at us staying up top all year. That's pretty fun. But dude, Washington plays Louisville. It is a home game. Louisville's looking to bounce back. They're right outside that playoff line. They're hoping we beat Bay FC, so that Louisville could jump up and be tied with Bay. And
their head on goal difference, Louisville would be, because Bay has a negative 11.
You're
so
right.
Racing,
they can hop in.
Yeah, Racing is motivated. They're going to get Taylor Flint back, which is, one of their better players.
Mm-hmm.
And then Washington's banged up. Man, I could absolutely see Louisville squeaking that out and getting the victory.
And Gotham's got to go to Chicago. So they got to go on the road. And Chicago's no slouch too, man. They've been, they're in the 6th seed right now.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on those 2 games. I know we got to get our job done. We can't worry about nobody but ourselves. But damn it if it's not fun to watch these other games.
Well, if we don't control our destiny in terms of, getting a top 2 finish, right? We could win out and they could win out, and we're going to be 4th place. So we need a little bit of help. So you're kind of looking at this schedule, taking a look and seeing where can we get that help. And with the exception of even the last 3 games, man, there's that chance. Like you said, Gotham, Chicago. Chicago's, they're playing pretty well, trying to solidify their standing. Then Orlando, and then Utah. Utah might be an easy game for Gotham, but, they don't want to go out with a loss, right? They're going to try to give everything they got the very last game. Washington plays Racing, as you mentioned, then Chicago, and then North Carolina, who's a good team. So you could see it happening, man. You could absolutely see it happening.
It sure does make you look back at places where we gave away points. Like a 1-1 draw down in Houston back in May. And then following that, they had their travel woes and had a 0-0 result at Seattle. Like 0-0. KC Current didn't score a goal. That's crazy. So that should have been 3 points there. We could very much have
Utah, if I remember, was it Houston or Utah where Franch had a miscommunication with Elliott? I think that was
Houston.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the KC Current Louisville game where DeMello, in like 15 minutes of stoppage time or whatever it was, we were all upset there. What a horrible time. You just look at these games where like maybe where something got done in the final minute, or we didn't put out our best, performance. But then you look at other draws, like a 1-1 against Gotham. I think you take that. 0-0 against Orlando, you take that. So you think about what could have been and where you're at right now, and I don't know. We're lucky to be where we are.
You take a look at that record, like with Chawinga. Like, how many times earlier in the year were you just like, that was point blank, and she would like hit the post, or she would like sky it or miss it, and you're just like, she's better than that. And there was a lot of opportunity earlier in the year with her where she could have put this record to bed a long time ago, and not complaining by any stretch, by the way, but you look at it and just kind of feel like you could have been in a better position. But I'm sure a lot of teams would say that, right? I'm sure a lot of teams are going to look and be like, well, we gave up a late goal that was a draw. So,
the announcers in this game were like, Chawinga could have had 3 goals in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So they're not wrong.
Not wrong at all.
Who was the announcers in that game, by the way? The lady was like, she just kept talking about back when I played, back in my day. She kept doing that, and it's like, I pick up on little trends like that. I don't know. It's how my brain works. It's weird.
Like, I don't like the male announcer very much. It feels like there's not as much like play-by-play, and it's more of just commentary.
Yeah, I got that too. And I need a commentator to get me into it. Like, I watched this game yesterday afternoon, watched the replay, and I got kind of sleepy. I was like, man, they're boring me to tears over here.
I'm taking a look at this this Bay team here and just trying to figure out where the problems are going to come from.
Okay.
And obviously Kudamanji and then Oshala are problems. Oshawala, sorry, leading scorer was 7. Kunamanji, I know I'm butchering that. Trying. She's the top rated player on their team. But just taking a look at the team altogether, I mean, they have negative 11 goal difference, right? They've given up 38 goals all year.
Yep.
They've been playing really well recently, but I wonder if maybe their spirit has been a little broken from their last game. and then maybe we can come in and just piggyback off of that. And
it'd be nice. You see someone like Gotham dropping 5 goals on them, you're kind of like, well, I want to drop 5 goals on them. Like that sounds fun.
Yeah. And you take a look at their stats as a team. Like, what do they excel at as a team? And really, everything is just mid, to be honest. Like 1.2 goals per match, and that's their 9th. Goals conceded per match, 1.7. That's the last in the league. They're 8th in possession, 9th in clean sheets, 8th in shots on target. You know, they're 4th in big chances missed. The current are number 1, by the way. I mean, everything, when you look at it from a stats or numbers perspective, like there's nothing they truly excel at. So, but they have been playing better recently, so maybe they've kind of figured it out and they're kind of on the upswing.
I think
the exception of that Gotham game.
They didn't start the year like good.
No,
you know, they were really struggling a little bit, and so to see them, you know, in a playoff position, trying to hold on there and maybe even climb up to 6 or 7, you know, this is a big game for them, and it's against a top 4 team, so they're going to be up, they're going to be ready. But man, if I don't wish we dropped five goals on them.
Yeah, and you just brought up a good point. Goal difference, like that could be very crucial for us on this last stretch.
True.
Washington has a positive 17 goal difference with 47 points. Gotham has a positive 14 with 47 points. Yeah, positive 20 with 46 points. So
we were tied with Washington. Until Washington got beat 2-0 and we won 2-0. So we kind of gained a little advantage there.
We did. So, I mean, we have the goal difference advantage kind of in this last stretch here. Just got to win, man. Just got to win and hope that, you know, some of the other results fall our way.
I'll be watching. I'll be paying attention, man. My weekends have opened up. So your boy is ready for this home stretch of soccer. I got nothing going on. I'm excited to watch.
Look at the schedule for this week. Is there any games outside of the current that you're looking forward to?
For this weekend?
For this weekend.
Well, I mean, other than the other 2 we mentioned, no. I mean, not really. Like, those are the storylines for me, man. Our game, Louisville, maybe stealing some points at Washington. That'd be great. Even a draw, dude. Even if Louisville gets 1 point there, great. And then, of course, you know, Gotham down in Chicago. That's the games right there.
Yep, I'm with you.
All 3 teams are in a playoff position. I mean, those are 6 of the 8 playoff seeds right now, right?
Isn't it wild how last year it felt like positions, what was it, like 2 through like 10 were within a couple points?
Yeah.
And then right now, I mean,
it's really just top 4 that are top, you know, Orlando's out. No, let's not talk about Orlando. They're way up there.
They're
Nola's going to beat them. No. Right? I mean, they're going to go undefeated.
This season, yeah, I mean, what was it? Gotham is the only team that's kind of our last hope to beat them, but we don't want them to win. We don't want
exactly. So now I'm a big Orlando fan. Let's go, Barbara Benda. I'm all about it. You know, just don't score 5 goals and catch up with our girl Timwa.
All right, yeah, it's gonna be exciting, man. Exciting last 3 weeks of soccer, and then we have that. We have the championship in Austin, or I'm sorry, San Antonio. I apologize.
San Antonio, that's right.
So should be a lot of fun.
I got some tickets there. I might.
Yeah, tickets.
Didn't I tell you?
You might have. I don't know.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I told you I was thinking. Yeah, we're going. We're at the last KC Current game. Just during halftime, I'm over here. I booked a flight. I bought tickets to the game. Was looking at hotels, and then the second half was about to kick off. I was like, all right, what a halftime I just had.
Yeah, what a productive half. Productive half.
It was wild. I was like, am I really doing this right now at a stadium?
Expensive half.
Pretty crazy. Oh, yeah. Of course it was expensive half because we also ate food and ice cream there. So tack that on.
That's an enjoyable half of soccer right there.
You need to get after it, man. I know you don't spend a ton of money sometimes, but those the food offerings at KC Current for us, dude, for people with dietary restrictions, there are options, and it's cool.
It's like you said before. If you don't get it, then they're gonna stop having some of those options. Yeah,
they could take it away from you. You never know, man. You see so many restaurants in general these days just go away, and then people are like, "Oh no," and it's like, "Oh, well, did you eat there?" I'm like, no, not much. And you're like, "Well, you son of a bitch, you're the problem."
I'm one of those people. I find out late. Like I'll find out about it like after they've closed or like after they've removed something that I would have eaten. I'm just a late adopter. I usually don't know until it's too late. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Cool. Hey, I think that's it. I think we covered stuff today, right?
I believe so. And real quick, that goal difference between the current and racing, 1.6 for the current, 0.6 for racing. Absolute domination. With the eye test, the possession is not something we typically like overly lead in. That's not something that, we put a lot of stock in, but boy, are we effective.
Yeah. You are correct.
The second in the 86th minute, man, that's making the game exciting.
I mean, dude, you just gave us 80 minutes of like stress.
Yeah.
It's all right. We got the damn thing done.
Got it done.
Man, they had some good players doing some things though. DeMello, Balser, Sears, like they were trying. Erseg, I mean, they were always a part of the attack. Becky.
We've just done such a good. We've been so effective at just stifling attacks, like just not giving them anything easy. And a lot of the times that they have scored, whether it was in Houston with Nagasato or DeMello earlier this year, is we're preventing those types of scenarios where we're not stepping up. Right, we're just kind of waiting for somebody to step in. I guess an exception to that was that Washington game where I think Cooper watched, or I can't remember who it was, just watched, maybe Wheeler. I feel like we've done a lot better job of preventing those runners from just going to town. Aerial attacks, by the way, we've done such a better job of preventing aerial goals. Ever since Sharples, Cook, and Schultz has come in, how many headers have we given up?
Not much.
It's almost non-existent. Knock on wood. But yeah, man, they've just really gotten better on that defensive side. And I'm really proud of them for doing so.
It starts from the top back. I mean, it's you see Chawinga drop, really rush back to help out and stop any kind of forward progress. The midfield really stifles it before the defense really even has to step in and do anything. At least
Steve Bernardo's back all the time. Like I see her on that back line. Nobody. What I love about the attackers is nobody is above helping out.
Yeah.
In the defense, nobody has that ego of I'm just going to stay up top. And you see that a lot with men's soccer, right? Like the goal scorers don't want to drop back, and I know there's obviously tactics to that, but man, this whole team, nobody is above doing what they need to do and doing what's asked. The highest scorer in the league is dropping back on defense. Di Bernardo's back on defense. Lowe's back there. Everybody is helping out. Cooper will be back there. It's nice to see everybody do what needs to be done with no egos. I don't know. It's a lot of fun to watch. Makes me really proud of the team.
Oh, dude, 100%. I'm excited for what's to come. We're in the home stretch now. So cool. Folks, thanks for being here. This was fun. We got more games ahead of us. Big one over at Bay FC, late game, 9:00. Get your coffee, get your energy drinks. Man, you don't tell me about the toast of the match until after we're about to wrap up the pod? Okay, well, obviously, dude, Nick did earlier. Well, damn. Nick,
that's on us, Nick. Apologize.
I didn't see that.
We just got going. We get going. Sometimes we don't. I
get going. Shoot me a text so my watch vibrates. So, because I didn't see it down there. Your little thought bubbles. Hey, you could do easily Chawinga. You could say, okay, cool, man. She has tied the single season record. But wouldn't you say our first direct free kick goal? Vanessa Di Bernardo, toast of the match. Holiday Distillery, toast of the match. I feel that.
What an honor.
It makes sense because that's hard, man. We haven't done that at all this year. Oh, Chawinga scored? Cool. That could be toast of the match. But DiBernardo did something we haven't done all year. So there you go.
And,
I don't know. Yeah. That's my reasons.
No, I absolutely love it. And on top of that, according to FOTMob, DiBernardo was our highest rated player of the match as well. So
hell yeah. Well, look at that. We chose our pick before even looking at the numbers. We must know a thing or two. We're like farmers insurance.
No little something.
Okay. Again, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm still talking with a Jersey accent. I'm still in Jersey boys here. I get that little
you
tank.
Can't let it go.
You can't let it go. All right. Thank you. We love you so much. Please leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Pod, Spotify, nootherpod@gmail.com, at nootherpod, at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21. If you want to be part of the conversation, you can hit us up on the KCSN Mint Mobile hotline. It's 913-407-6524. You want us to talk about something else? You want us to talk less baseball? Not going to do it, but you could tell us. We're just having fun, man. It's playoff baseball. Playoff soccer's right around the corner. Chiefs are undefeated going into the bye week. We got a Cowboys fan here, so we won't talk too much about it.
We'll pass on that one.
Folks, thank you so much. Stay beautiful. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.